Hello everybody and welcome back to MindMed workouts. We're doing a kettlebell workout. We're working the full body with plenty of core with mindful and physical therapy based instruction. We'll start on the mat. I have a 30-pound, a 20-pound and two 10-pound kettlebells. You are using whatever you have. You can adjust, you can adapt, play around with it. Don't overdo it with the weights, especially when we have more complex movements. So you want to be mindful of the stability of your back, of your core, but challenge yourself. We're starting on all fours on the mat, warming up our bodies, hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath the hips, and take a moment to find yourself present in the body, and then inhale and exhale, cat stretch, and inhale, cow stretch, and then exhale and take one arm up into that cat stretch and then reach it forward into the cow, and cat stretch. And round your back and take that arm with you. Reach it forward, extend. Round it all the way. And reach it forward to extend. Again. And last time on the right. And then find both hands down on the mat. Shifting your pelvis to the right, shifting it to the left, feeling into your buttocks, getting a stretch for your glutes, but also moving your spine sideways, moving your shoulders and getting a feel for the center of the shoulder joint and the stability, the activity of the rotator cuff. And then get back into the center and tuck your toes under. Activate your abs, activate your pelvic floor as you lift your knees. Hover here, pull your abs, your abdominal wall all the way in, close your rib cage, lift your face off the mat, and then shift your pelvis over to the right and shift it over to the left. Activating some good core, some leg strength, but also working into the shoulders, shoulder stability, making sure your shoulder blades remain far apart and you get that sense of lifting out of the shoulder joints. You're not sitting in there, not hanging in there, but really pulled out of them. Try to shift parallel to the floor horizontally. And we have 4, 3, 2, and 1. And the knees down. Sit yourself back into a nice child pose, reaching the arms forward, stretching out your feet, stretching out your spine, and then slowly rolling all the way up. Just feeling into the back, into the spine, reaching all the way up. Hands behind the back and open the shoulders. And then bring the arms all the way up in a big circle. The palms together, clasping your fingers, and then reach back and open the shoulders. And then the hands behind the head, curling in, stretching your neck. Stretching out the whole spine, curling all the way down. And then release the hands and push back onto your feet, hanging over your legs, letting go of the head, letting go of the arms. And on your exhale, slowly roll up into standing. Lifting up tall, feeling the feet grounded, the toes wide. Taking a deep inhale, exhale, rolling back down. And then inhale here. And exhale, slowly coming back up. And we're ready to go. We're gonna use the heaviest weight that you have. And we're gonna set ourselves up in a wide position. So the feet are in a shoulder width apart at least. And make sure you have your shoulders pulled back, stable, with the weight in front of the chest. And we're gonna squat, nice and simple. And push away from the ground, really activating your glutes, your pelvic floor, feeling hamstrings, feeling quads. And spread out your toes so you got space for them, you got length in them, and awareness in your feet all together. Nicely built in your arches. Keep the shoulders back, the shoulder blades on your thorax, nicely placed, making sure they're not flaring open. Mindfully pushing off the ground and feeling that response, the groundedness that's irradiating into your body. We have 9 more. Abs are pulling in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now holding on to the handle and bending the knees just slightly for a deadlift. Inhale, and then exhale, coming up. And inhale. Even more glutes, more hamstrings, so more of the posterior chain. Making sure you're not squatting here. It's just that little bend, allowing your hamstrings to lengthen and your hips to fold. Pull the shoulders back, making sure you're stable in your shoulder blades, but also stable in your shoulder joints. Feel your back extensors nice and strong. So your spine stays extended all the way through. So you're just folding forward without bending your spine. And we have 10 more here. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, glute strength, abs in, 3, 2, and 1, and then 1 to stay forward. And now pull the elbows to the side and back, and pull the weight to your chest. Even more strength for the back chain, posterior chain, back of the shoulders. Pull them back into the joint. And 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then come up. And we're going to put that weight down carefully since it's a lot. Take an inhale. And then exhale, roll down your spine. Just letting go of all that tension that we built in the posterior chain just for a little bit. Letting go of the head, letting go of the shoulders, the arms, and then inhale here. And exhale, slowly rolling back up. And then grab lighter weights. We're gonna set ourselves up in a lunge. Left foot forward, right foot back, and then just tap down and tap down, tap down. Working the lunge, working glutes, calves, quads. And 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now we're gonna lunge down and we're gonna come up and lunge down and come up. Lunge down, reach up. Find the stability in your core, in your hips, and in that standing leg. On the left, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then release. Into a wide position here for a squat. And then just pull into a bicep curl. Pulling your shoulders back. Closing the ribs. Lengthening through the neck, making sure your head is aligned. And we have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Inhale. Exhale, roll down round, knees slightly bent. And then stay here for a moment. Releasing neck and shoulders. And then inhale. Pull your navel in deep so you can slowly roll up and push your feet down into the ground. And we're going to switch to our right foot forward, left foot back. And we're going to do our lunges here, just tapping down. Pulling the shoulders back. If you want to activate just a little bit of the glutes, a little bit more of the glutes, tip your weight forward just a little. And then activate those butt cheeks. And close the abs, close the ribs. And 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're gonna swing and forward. Swing, find your stability. Let it sit up here, stable in the shoulders. With all the swinging, your stability really gets challenged and tested. Nine more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then release. And we're gonna put one weight down, just holding on to one of them, a lighter one. And we're gonna hold on with both hands and then over to the right and up to the left. Into that right leg, more glutes, more hamstrings, back extensors, and you want your abs to be on to keep your spine safe and stable with the rotation. Very functional. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then release it here. Reset just for a moment, catch your breath. And over to the left and up. Really working your cardio here too. So breathe through it. Commit to it. Committing to the left leg and really landing on it. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. And inhale here. Exhale, letting the head drop just ahead for now. And come back, letting the head drop to one side. And back into the other side. And then inhale and exhale, roll down all the way. Keep your knees slightly bent, spread those toes. And then down here, just place the weight down and just play around with your knees, with your glutes, stretching into your legs, back of the legs. Also stretching out your spine. And then bend your knees, find a flat back, slowly coming up. And then we're gonna start here with the right leg again. And we're gonna circle and down, and circle and down, and circle and down. You need the strength of the legs and the glutes to anchor the movement up top, the circling around. Four more. 3, 2, and 1. And then same thing to the other side. Starting here on the left, circle up and around, and circle. And find that counter movement in your spine, the evening out, feeling of balance. Strong through the arms, through the shoulders, lots of core here. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. And then come back up. Take the weight back behind your back. I'm going to switch to side view and find a flat back here, and then just pull the arms back that tiny little bit. And just open your chest, engaging triceps, back of the shoulder, upper back. Now make sure your butt is all the way pushed out to the back and you're holding on to your abs to support. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then release. And inhale. And then exhale, rounding. And just keep your pelvis stable here, only just rounding the top. And then coming back up, reaching up and pulling the shoulders back. Feel that weight pulling back. And then again, rounding just the top. And come back. And one more time, just the top. And then come back. And then grab the other 10-pound weight if you have it, or 2 equal weights for both hands. And we're going to go back to the right leg. We're going to swing and swing. Now pull into your shoulder joints. So you want to resist that sense of the ball being pulled out of the socket, but you're pulling it back in. That's going to activate your rotator cuff, and it's going to give you a lot of stability there. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then 1 to stay down. And we're just going to lift. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then release. And same thing to the other side. Into the left leg. Swing, landing. Make sure your abs are still on. Pull your shoulders back, elongate through your neck. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then 1 to stay. And then just pull into a row. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then release. And set your weights down. Take the hands behind the back, and then reach all the way forward. And then circle the arms and move into your spine and stretch and stretch. And last time. And then release, slowly coming back up. Ooh, that almost made me a little dizzy, those circles. And then grab a 20-pound or something alike. We're gonna hold on to the side, so not the handles up top. And we're gonna just squat down and push all the way up to the ceiling. And push, and I would like you to have a good emphasis on the glutes and on the abs, especially as you push up. You want to be stable in your lower back. And we have 10 more. Watch your neck here. Keep a connection between chin and chest. 8 more. 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then stay here. And we're just gonna hold on with one arm. Have your left hand in your hips, and we're just gonna go down and come up a just one-sided deadlift, trying to feel your obliques, the stability in the core to even out. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch to the other side and deadlift. Lots of awareness in that left shoulder now. And 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. We're gonna squat down now to bring us all the way down on the mat. I'm gonna sit down here. Choose your weight, could be 10, could be 20 pounds, or anything in between. Hold on to it now and inhale. And then exhale, slowly roll back and come back up. and roll and mobilize your lower back. Not even too ambitious yet to go all the way down. You want to roll from your sit bones over your sacrum, and then maybe go ahead and touch down on the first, or rather the last vertebra of the lumbar spine. So L5, and imagine you're rolling over that sacrum, and then try to tap down on the processes of the L5. And if you feel very uncertain, use your imagination. It's going to help you to mobilize. And the abs are pulling in deep. You're flattening towards your back. And then hold it down here and pulse. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then go all the way down. Elongate your neck here. Land on the mat, feeling your sacrum grounded, feeling the shoulder blades grounded and connected to the mat. And then bring that weight all the way up. Now tabletop your legs, make that transition all about the stability of your core, one after the other or both together, depending on how much stability you have and how much care your lower back needs also. Bring the weight slightly overhead and then inhale, bend here, and then exhale. And now we're just going to combine it with the slightest little tuck of your tailbone. So you just are going to basically imprint your lower back into the mat and then uncurl. So just a little curl in as you extend, and you'll feel those lower abs very clearly and deeply. So just pulling your pubic bone towards your navel, tiny. You should feel a ton of deep abs. Just the slightest little tuck. 10. And if this doesn't feel hard, you gotta go deeper inside. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then release. Place the weight on your pelvis. Let your shoulders rest for a moment. And then inhale here. And exhale. Push your pelvis up with that weight sitting on your pelvis. Maybe you can even put it on your pubic bone if that doesn't hurt you. Or on your belly. And you want to push through the glutes and pull the abs in tight. Pushing the feet down into the ground. 10, 9, open the shoulders, lengthen the neck. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then release it. And bring the weight up again. And inhale. And then exhale. Lift one knee and just bring the weight to that knee. And then back again and overhead. And other side. And move very slowly and deeply. Feeling out all the different angles. Now you can go a little bigger with the weight overhead. And then maybe add the head if your neck is fine with that. Wonderful opportunity to really deepen the abs. There's no pushing out, but only flattening in. One more time to the right. And to the left. And then let the weight rest on your belly one more time. And then inhale and exhale, push up here again. And walk the feet a little closer together. And we're going to just extend and extend. And if this gets too much with the weight, feel free to drop it. Lots of glute work here. Again, closing the ribs. Use your abs and pull them towards your spine. Easy shoulders, try to spread them out. Last time on the right and last time on the left, keeping the pelvis even, no drops. And now roll down all the way. And I'm going to put that weight to the side for now. Open the arms to the side, let the knees go side to side. Swing, stretching out, rolling over your glutes too. And then keep rolling and end up on your left elbow. Hold on to the weight if you like. Make sure you can hold it in a way that you can push it up without the handle being too much of a lever. So that can be a little hard on your wrist. So we're gonna push up, also lifting the top leg. I'm gonna go up with that weight. I'm gonna tap it down and push up. Tap it down, knee to knee, weight down, pelvis tapping down. 3 points. Knee, hip, and weight. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5. Pull those abs in tight. 4. The ribs need to close in a side plank. 3. And take care of the bottom shoulder. 2. and 1. And release it. And we're going to spread out the knees for a side bend. And then we're going to have our hands behind ourselves, and we're just going to open the hip and open the shoulder. And then switch to the other side. Onto the right elbow, making sure you already are prepped in that bottom side, so you don't ever want to sink in here, which is essential for your shoulder to be pushed out of that, so you don't want to hang in the joint. That's going to create a lot of push against your acromion, the roof of the shoulder, and that can cause a lot of irritation. And we're going to push up and tap down, and push and tap down, pelvis, knee, and weight. Using your glutes. Lots of glutes, lots of side core. And we have 10 more here. Ditch the weight if you need to. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then release it. Take a side bend here. Dropping both shoulders, relaxing them down. And then behind you to push through that hip. And we're going to go back to all fours where we started. And we have a deep inhale and an exhale, and reach all the way under. And then come back and inhale and exhale. Reach all the way. And then one more time, left arm. And twist your thoracic spine. Give it a good rotation. And one more time, also stretching your shoulder, the back of the shoulder. And then come back. Reach the arms all the way forward, relaxing back into a child pose, checking in with your neck, your shoulders, and the spine. And then slowly roll all the way up. And into a cross-legged. Ground your sit bones down. Take that moment to feel into your body. Sense the breath moving through your body, calming it down. And feel the effect of the workout going through the whole body, feeling maybe tingling, activity, maybe tiredness, maybe warmth. And then open your eyes and take a deep inhale, a big circle up. bringing in all the good things, all the energy you need. Palms together, down through your midline, nice and centered. And thank you so much for joining today. You're all set. Please like and subscribe, and don't forget the super thanks button, which you find down on the right, and any contribution is highly appreciated.